Welcome to Pawsitive Personals, the channel dedicated to helping you build a deeper bond with your canine companion. This is Dr. Mark, animal advocate and owner of Pawsitive Personals. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's get started. You love your dog, right? But sometimes, let's be honest, they can be a little stubborn. That's why, in this video, I'm sharing 10 effective tricks to transform even the most strong-willed pup into a well-behaved best friend. So, let's get started. Dogs are incredibly perceptive animals. They pick up on our energy, our emotions. If you approach training with frustration or anger, your dog will sense it instantly. Instead, imagine yourself as the pack leader, calm and assertive. When you're calm, you project an aura of authority, and that's what your dog needs to feel secure and understand you mean business. Consistency is just as crucial. Think of it like this. If the rules of a game kept changing, you'd get confused and frustrated, wouldn't you? Dogs feel the same way. They thrive on routine and predictability. So, establish clear rules and boundaries for your dog. Decide what's acceptable and what's not. When you're consistent, you're not just teaching commands. You're building trust. Let's talk about motivation. Dogs live in the moment. They don't understand long lectures or hold grudges. What they do understand is immediate gratification. That's where positive reinforcement comes in. Positive reinforcement is all about rewarding the behaviors you want to see more of. Did your dog sit when you asked? Yes, give them a treat, a pat on the head, or shower them with praise. The key here is timing. The reward needs to come right after the desired action, so your dog makes the connection. Now, not all dogs are motivated by the same things. Some go crazy for treats, others prefer a rousing game of fetch. Experiment, find what makes your dog's tail wag the hardest, and use that as your reward currency. Positive reinforcement is the key to unlocking that joy in learning. Imagine going to school and being stuck in the same boring lecture for hours on end. Your mind would wander, you'd get fidgety, maybe even a little rebellious, right? Well, dogs aren't so different. Long, drawn-out training sessions are a recipe for boredom and frustration for both of you. Instead, think of training in short, focused bursts. Aim for 10 to 15 minutes at a time, a few times a day. These shorter sessions are much easier for your dog to handle. They can stay engaged, focused, and eager to learn. During these sessions, make sure you're fully present, no distractions. And when the session is over, end on a positive note. This way, they'll associate training with positive feelings and be more eager for the next session. Every dog is an individual, just like you and me. They have their own unique personalities, quirks, and yes, even their own preferences when it comes to rewards. What motivates one dog might not even register with another. That's why it's so important to take the time to really get to know your dog's currency, the things that make them truly excited. Is it a particular type of treat? Maybe a soft, squeaky toy? Or perhaps for some, the ultimate reward is a good old-fashioned ear scratch. Try different rewards during your training sessions. Notice what gets their tail wagging the fastest, what makes their eyes light up. By understanding and tapping into your dog's unique motivation, you'll transform training from a chore into a fun and rewarding bonding experience. Let's talk about a tool that can make a world of difference in your training, the clicker. The clicker acts as a powerful communication tool between you and your dog. It's a clear way to mark the exact moment your dog performs the desired behavior. Pair the clicker with a treat. Every time you click, give a treat. The dog learns that the click sound means something good is coming. The clicker makes training clearer and more effective for both of you. We all want our dogs to learn quickly, to master commands overnight. But just like us, dogs learn best when we break things down into smaller, manageable steps. Trying to teach a complex command all at once is like asking a child to run before they can walk. Instead, start with the basics, the building blocks of the command. For example, if you're teaching stay, begin by simply asking your dog to sit. Once they've mastered the sit, you can gradually increase the duration, rewarding them for holding the position longer each time. Remember, patience is key here. Celebrate the small victories, no matter how small they may seem. Each successful step builds your dog's confidence and sets them up for success in the long run. Before you know it, you'll be amazed at how far you've come, both you and your furry friend. Let's be honest, sometimes our furry friends try to push our buttons. They jump up, they bark for attention. But often the most effective tool is strategic ignoring. Sometimes the best way to address unwanted behavior is to simply ignore it. Giving attention to bad behavior, even negative, rewards it. Once they realize their antics aren't working, they'll stop. Then reward them for being calm and well-behaved. In a world full of instant gratification, it's more important than ever to teach our dogs the valuable skill of impulse control. Impulse control is all about resisting the urge to react immediately, to pause and think before acting. It's the difference between excitedly bolting out the door and calmly waiting to be released. Start with basic commands like wait or leave it. These commands teach your dog to control their impulses in everyday situations. For example, before you put their food bowl down, ask them to wait. Gradually increase the waiting time, rewarding them for their patience. Remember, impulse control isn't about suppressing your dog's natural instincts. It's about channeling those instincts and teaching them to make better choices. It's about building a trusting relationship where your dog looks to you for guidance, knowing that patience and good behavior lead to positive outcomes. The great outdoors, a sensory wonderland for our canine companions. But all those distractions can make training a challenge. Leash training guides your dog's focus back to you. Think of the leash as an extension of your energy. Keep the leash loose, but watch your dog's body language. If distracted, gently tug and use a command like focus. Reward eye contact with praise or a treat. The leash becomes a valuable tool for calm, controlled walks. Training a dog, especially a stubborn one, is a journey, not a sprint. There will be good days and challenging days, moments of frustration and incredible breakthroughs. The key is to approach the process with patience, consistency, and a whole lot of love. Remember, your dog isn't trying to be difficult. They're simply learning to navigate the world in a way that makes sense to them. So, be patient with their progress, celebrate the small victories, and never underestimate the power of positive reinforcement. Every dog learns at their own pace. Focus on the bond you're building, the trust you're establishing, and the joy that comes from working together as a team. With patience and persistence, you can overcome any obstacle and unlock your dog's full potential. So there you have it, folks. 10 powerful tips to transform even the most stubborn dog into a well-behaved companion. Remember, just like building a strong relationship, training takes time, patience, and a whole lot of love. But trust me, the rewards are immeasurable. If you enjoyed these tips, don't forget to give this video a paws up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future training adventures. And be sure to share your own training stories in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Until next time, happy training.